For those who feel like we don't have the money, we don't have the budget to pay for this, a few things I would say. Bringing on someone as opposed to, because this is where I was when I was making this decision, I knew that we couldn't afford a full-time staff person devoted to data analysis. And so this is a really great way to bring in someone, an expert, at a cost-effective way to get a whole lot out of the investment.
Not only are you securing your data, not only is your data accurately showing what impact your programs are having, Triana's data and her skills will also secure large amounts of dollars for you. It's a very unique and invaluable skill, and it's a unique resource to have for your organization. So whatever investment you make in working with Triana, the dollars that you invest will also lead to more dollars for your organization and for your mission down the line, just through her data interpretation, just through her meticulous attention to detail, and through her willingness to participate with your staff. We're able to apply for funding much better because of the crisp nature of the data. So well worth the investment, in my opinion.
I am the executive director of a small family foundation called Actions at EBMF. And so I would talk to some of your longer time trusted funders and ask them if they do capacity building grants, because I have been the recipient of just a general operating grant, but then I've been able in the past to go back to some of the same funders and ask them for a one-time capacity building grant. So that's one way of looking at it, and it doesn't rob Peter to pay Paul type of thing. It keeps them in two separate buckets. This could also be an opportunity to apply for a grant from a funder that may not support your mission, but they do specifically capacity building grant making. So this could be an opportunity to bring on a new funder. It's also a time to talk to your board to find out, where they stand and really make a case for the funding to pay for this. If there are funds that can be tapped into for something like this, I think it's well worth it. And then the last thing I would say, having been on this side of raising the money to pay for something like this, and now on the side of being a grant maker, I really appreciate when organizations take the time to talk to me about what their needs are and how something like bringing on a data analysis consultant would allow them to improve upon their programming. And so, I think it's worth a conversation.
The family foundation that we received money from at Educational Alliance was so happy that we used part of their funding to really evaluate our work, to learn from it, to see what our outcomes were so that we could deliver better services. That in the end, that was one of the main reasons when it was time to reapply for the next phase of funding, that they actually gave us 3 times the money. So really think about it as a long-term investment, and also think about it in terms of building your own staff capacity. Having this kind of data available to put into our proposals really made a big difference. So finding this money and making time to do this work is so important. I can't encourage you enough to work with Triana, and you'll see many benefits come for a long time.